If you're a woman, you will give them a good sniff, and you can smell genetic compatibility.
Wait, so men can't smell women, but women can smell men?
Well, you can smell them, but it's not going to give you any information about genetic compatibility. So what happens is a woman, the major histocompatibility complex.
What's that?
It underpins your immune system. It's
Okay.
a complex set of genes. And bizarrely, that set of genes also underpins your smell, your ability to smell, your olfactory system. Okay. And in women, they can smell how genetically close a male's MHC is, major histocompatibility complex, how close it is to theirs. Because you don't want too close, because you don't want to inbreed. Also, you want it distant because then your child gets a really lovely diverse immune system because they've got a diverse set of genes underpinning it. So you smell them. It's not a conscious thing. So people say to me, oh, but you know, what about aftershave? What about perfumes? It's not conscious. You do not know you're doing it. And one of the things that will be fed into your limbic area is the result of that little test. If you're a woman, what do they smell like?
How do they know this? Have they tested this?
Okay, we've tested this in several ways. There was the very famous T-shirt test, which telly people love, where you make a load of men put on a very plain T-shirt. They're not allowed to wash. They're not allowed to use deodorant. They're not allowed to do anything. Wear it for 24 hours. Then we put it in some Ziploc bags. And we went to get some poor unsuspecting woman to sniff them all. And the idea is that the one she finds most attractive to sniff is the one which is genetically furthest away from her. And it does work. It works. When you genotype her, you can see that they are different. We don't have to do that anymore. We have very sophisticated genotyping technology now. If you really wanted to, there's a company in Switzerland that will do it for you. So you can spit on something, send it off with your partner, and they will tell you how close your major histocompatibility complexes are.
I'm just wondering why men didn't evolve to be able to do that.
We think it's probably because the cost to a woman of getting it wrong and having a baby who is basically too genetically close is much greater than it is for a man, because she is basically taking herself out of that opportunity to reproduce for 9 months plus the bit after to look after that child.
Okay.
And so that's a really long period of time. Whereas a man, it's not that costly.
Okay.
So you've taken in all that information from the sensors. It's all whirring around in here. And what your brain is actually doing is your brain has got a very complicated algorithm, which is working out the biological market value of the person in front of you. Now, the biological market value is how likely that person is to be reproductively successful. Because from an evolutionary point of view, that's the whole point of your existence. Whether you want kids or not, guys, that's the point. Is you have to reproduce, have some lovely, healthy kids, raise them to maturity so they can reproduce, because we just want your genes from an evolutionary standpoint. We're not interested in you as a personality. And so you want somebody who's got the highest likelihood of being good at that. And we can tell that from lots of things to do with how someone looks, the pitch of their voice, how they smell. What men actually do is they look at the waist-hip ratio.